apologize for that. We had a mouse in the studio. Again, I'm getting tired of it. I mean, that was only the second incident since, you know, the $1 million drop, or the Pepsi's Play for $1 billion incident happened.
You don't see that. You see the interference.
Yeah, so we've had to kind of switch course here.
I bet I didn't see it.
At least the schedule has to be switched around, because, you know, we were going to do our song of the night and all that. Well, now we're not going to do that. So we'll save that for Sunday. In case,
well, then again, the big leagues are supposed to be good at that, as that's a swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes. John Sheik's a very good inning coming in there in the sixth inning, and no runs, no hits. They do leave the runner on first on the catcher's interference. That's all that they get. It remains a 2-0 Cougars lead. X has got to get those bats rolling. Bottom of the sixth.
Well, yeah. Well, while they stay on the, or while they go off the air for the commercial, we're gonna stay on air here. So, yeah, gosh. So yeah, I do apologize about that. Kind of can't control that, obviously, but that's okay. Oh crap, that's not what I want to do. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it like this. Boom. Alright, so yeah, and for some reason the last video wouldn't turn completely on to public, so I'm going to do that right now here, and hopefully that it has done that. Okay, it has done that. Okay. So an hour 24:05. We started at 7. We got to do a time calculator here. Yeah, we're going to be on here as long as my computer can withstand it. So don't be surprised if we end up going off the air at some point. Early. For a reason. So the last guy won $106,000. Well, he won $100,000, but we were adding $500 per, what do I want to say, per question he got correctly. And he got 12 questions correctly. So we're adding, so yeah, there you go. So 9:23. Okay, so we were only off air for 27 minutes. The longest 27 minutes of my goddamn life. I know that much. So yeah, I'm going to get caught up here with my scorecard. We only left off in the top of the fourth, so. So it should be a strikeout. Okay, both pitchers, from what it looks like, went 5 innings. Yes. Okay, so there. That makes things relatively easy for me. So strikeout and then fly out. 9. Okay, flip the card over here. I'm just gonna place it all kind of down like this. I think, yeah. So strikeout, single, 8.
And the night sky coming over us here in Sioux City. A beautiful shot of the moon over on the AABaseball.tv side of things. And
so 3,
the lights are aglow as Deshaun Knowles will step into the batter's box to face Logan Nissen. And the first pitch is fouled away
Nissan, kind of like how the Aussies pronounce
Logan
that.
Nissen, a right-handed pitcher. So Deshaun Knowles will bat as a lefty.
So
of course,
single,
a switch hitter. Him and Daniel Lingua, the 2 switch hitters on the Explorers. 0-1 to Knowles is sent foul down the first base line.
All right,
Nissen, 19 in the third innings, 4 earned runs, 18 hits, 3 walks, 23 strikeouts, 1.86 ERA. On with the 19th time. Nissen is from Olivia, Minnesota.
So 8.
Safe to say he's been pretty good this year.
Yes.
The 0-2, this one missing away for ball number 1.
So was Belzer, 5 innings, 6 hits, no runs.
John Sheeks
couple
is
of
in
walks,
for the
2
X's
strikeouts. 84 there.
Yeah, 5 shutout frames. You cannot complain about that.
Okay.
Despite all the traffic he allowed.
Yeah.
1-2 is fouled away by Knowles, and count will stay 1-2.
Quick check of the Stinkies Chicken out-of-town scoreboard. Let's check in with Fargo and Lincoln.
There we go. Now we're all caught up here. It's still 2-0 too, so.
Game 2 is not
I'm going to be right back while I take a look at the results of Lucky 13 to see how much we're adding to the pot.
Knowles is flared out into center field. Craig running up on it, and he'll make the play for out number 1.
I was also told they had a little more water this afternoon than they bargained for. They had to do a little field work too. after that first ball game. Lake Country and Milwaukee at 7-2, all milk right now in the 7th. Top of the 7th, Gary South Shore 2, Cleveland 1. Mentioned earlier, Sioux Falls and Winnipeg washed away. That was early today. That was at 1 o'clock they canceled that ball game.
Daniel Montano at the plate. Left-handed batter will take the first pitch away for ball number 1. Now, I think the game that everyone's waiting on is...
And they won't make that one up, by the way, that Sioux Falls game. So I'll give the update on that Chicago-Kansas City game.
The 1-0 to Montano misses low, and it's 2-0.
They are now the bottom of the 7th, and it looks like that was out number 3 a moment ago. It's still 7-5 Chicago. They're going to the 8th.
All right. It's kind of like that 2-run lead I was talking about for the Cougars. You enter the 8th inning, you're feeling all right about it. You enter the 9th, and you're feeling pretty good, as that one is on the outside edge for strike number 1 to Montano.
Well, the X's are probably kicking themselves right now because, again, you had chances to kind of even manufacture with your team speed. You probably could have manufactured at least 1 run.
Yeah, that's what you feel like. It's just you feel like you're missing out right now as that one is fouled away.
Yeah, the leadoff walk got picked off. You had, you did still on base a bit later on, but that was the 5th inning. Just couldn't really get that. The 3rd inning really was the kind of the bad side to double it.
As this one is hit into the gap between second and short, into right field, Daniel Montano, his 2nd hit of the game as he hits the 2-2 count and a 1-out base runner for the Explorers.
Brings a tying run up here. I know this guy can do it.
And John Nagowski, yeah. That's probably one of the guys you want at the plate right now. You just feel the need to get some runs, although Nagowski did come into this same exact situation back in the 1st inning. Deshaun Knowles was retired in his first plate appearance, and Daniel Montano singled back in the 1st inning.
I'll check again in a couple of minutes.
This one is hit high into left center field and running up on it and making the play is Cornelius Randolph. He had to trail quite a bit to make that catch, but that is out number 2 on the fly out to left field. Nagowski not seeing a lot of pitches today. That's just the 4th pitch he's seen all game.
My God. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
To the double play, he had the infield single in the 4th, and then the fly out there, and now Ozzie Martinez will step up to the plate.
In our studio, how fitting.
He's 0 for 2 on the game.
In our main studio,
on the season though, batting .314.
So
Been
kind of had to
recently.
come up to Studio 2
going
here.
As the first pitch is in there for strike number 1.
I guess Studio 2 is the living room. I don't know what you would consider
Runner
my
still
bedroom
on first
to be,
base, Daniel Montano, and 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. X is down 2-0. The 0-1 is going to miss low and bounces away from Hayden Dunhurst, so Montano will prance on over to second base.
I don't know if John picked up something there, but just watching, you couldn't see it on the wild pitch, but right before that, there was a shot from the other camera, and John was sort of holding court like he was talking to a couple of the guys, and you're mentioning he hadn't seen a lot of pitches, and I don't know if he was being, if that was the conversation, I assume it was, about something he saw, because he had a couple of guys' ears.
I'll try it again.
One being Ortega, the other being Shumpert. They were all kind of turned, listening to whatever he was trying to say there. And he was gesturing and showing them something. It's hard to tell exactly what, but it was pitch movement of some sort.
Yeah, well, we talked about it on the Dugout Report yesterday with Jake Ortega about the leadership of John Nagowski, and how there are a lot of guys that look up to him. It's good to see learning moments like that, and hopefully that can help out the team as the 1-1 count on the outside edge for strike number 2. So hopefully whatever it is, the X's will be able to use that to their advantage. Ozzie Martinez at the plate, runner on second base with 2 away. Here's the 1-2, and popped up. Right side of the infield, McGarry taking a couple steps to the side and catches it on the first base line for out number 3. The X's get a 1-out single from Montano, but they leave him stranded and do not score again. It's 2-0 Cougars through 6. We'll step aside and come back with more Explorers baseball here on KSCJ and AABaseball.tv.
Alright, well, unfortunately, that second contestant didn't win anything, so... Yeah, so we'll keep the $106,000. She did get 4 correctly, though, in the meanwhile, so... That was all they showed. So now the jackpot's on a humongous $153,500. That's pretty crazy stuff. Once again, they're going to break, but for us, we'll stay on the air here. So 7 and then... Oh, okay, 3. All right. So we'll stay on the air. I mean, luckily enough, it's just been those 2 runs. But yeah, we're going to play this other game on here. It's called Take Your Pick. Now, that was the game we were supposed to play during the 5th inning. But, yeah, we kind of had to push it back because now that we're going to the 7th. So what it is that it's 25 numbers, and we have to keep picking numbers until we either hit $5,000 or we lose everything. However, though, if we're able to pick... There's one that says win, and if we pick that, that's a $5,000 bonus. If we're able to pick it on the first time, we win the jackpot. It starts out at $25,000, so let's see if we win it first try. That'd be amazing. Oh, $1,000. So jackpot's gone, but we could still win a lot of money. Ooh, $600. We'll keep picking. $400, $2,800. Ooh, we might only play this once because we've only got so much money in our bank. Once per, half innings. $700. Ooh, one more and we win. $200. Come on. Yes, all right. So $10,400. That's how much we picked up from that game. And now we're up to $163,900. That's a lot of money. So we'll be back for the bottom of the 7th inning with that game. So, yeah. All right. Or bottom of the 7th, rather. Excuse me, with that game. So, yeah.
And we're back here in Mercy One Field at Lewis and Clark Park as Kane County Cougars lead 2-0 in the top of the 7th inning, and so one last time I'll hand it back off to Dan Vaughn.
Well, let's hand it back to Austin for the 7th inning.
Really?
All right.
How about that?
Well, that'll be interesting as the
one last inning
top
to
of the 7th is
announce the game
rather than me forcefully taking it like I did a
because it
couple
is
of
Austin's
nights
last
ago.
night, like we did
This
say
time
earlier.
you didn't actually put the gun to my head and hold me up. Okay, you can have it. Okay. Good grief, Austin. Yes.
1-0 count to Gally Cribbs Jr. as the Kane County shortstop holds off again on that pitch and brings the count 2-0.
Gally, that's his name. Gally
in case you
Cribbs.
missed it a couple nights ago, I just started
name,
talking and didn't stop.
Which never happens.
Yeah, never. 2-0 count, swing and a miss, brings it 2-1 to Cribbs Jr.
Yeah, so sad.
Yep,
he'll be heading back to Missouri.
Inning,
that's where he's
struck
from.
Out swinging in the 4th. Either way, each of his plate appearances have been 8 pitches long, as this one is hit into left center field. Running up on it, it'll be Connell.
Yes.
No, it'll be Ozzie Martinez.
No, it's Martinez.
To make
there
the play, and that's out number 1.
That's okay. It's your final night. You can you're pretty much at the point now. You can do whatever.
Kane County is Trendon
do.
Craig will step up with one away. The top of the 7th inning, and Kane County up 2-0. Nobody on.
Kane County,
Craig, the right-handed batter, his average has dropped to .343, a couple points below where it started this game, as he's 0 for 3, but that on the outside edge for strike number 1. Kyle Bloor warming up in the bullpen for the Explorers as John Sheeks is to work here, and the 0-1 is on the outside edge for strike number 2. Sheeks came in the 6th inning in relief for Joey Murray, and he's been pretty strong so far, but
which is good.
Just got to hope that he can do it here. The only base runner that he's allowed came on a catcher's interference. So not really his fault as the 0-2 misses blown away for ball number 1. So a 1-2 count to Trendon Craig. Now, does the catcher's interference count towards on-base percentage? I don't believe that it does.
No.
1-2, swinging and missing. Trendon Craig goes down on strikes. That's out number 2 in the 7th inning. John Sheek's second strikeout of the game.
In fact, both of them are on a drop third strike.
Job this game.
Take that as you may.
And keeping their offense in it.
Put it in your pipe and smoke it.
Now Alex
if you watch Lance Stewart, and that was one of the things his grandma said, and I just thought it was so funny.
The first pitch to him is going to miss, blown away for ball number 1. McGarrett got over to third base in the first, but he was stranded there after the wild pitch allowed him to reach. 1-0, and that one's fouled away.
God, just imagine that went straight from the bat into Jake Ortega's glove. That would be...
the two-run shot from Todd Lott.
We'd be going to break, so...
So really, it's just
what was the last commercial?
Oh,
it was the most... Okay, we got it. Just...
1-1, taken inside, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, we'll be on the air as long as we possibly can with my computer. There's not really a free plug outlet anywhere, so we might have to drag a big old extension cord into my room. Just for like an inning or so, and that'd be it.
Put up both of the runs as this one is hit high into left field. Justin Connell on the run. He's at the track, at the wall, turning around. It's out of here.
No freaking way. Shut your mouth.
Kane County extends the lead to 3-0 as a big fly for Alex McGarry puts this one pretty firmly in Kane County's favor.
We lose $4,500. Aww. $159,400.
Right there. One swing deals some even bigger damage.
Big one right there. Big
Opposite field, too. That's tough to do.
Opposite field,
he
my
hit that
ass.
one over the left field wall as a left-handed batter.
You know, because your offense hadn't done much tonight, you're just kind of waiting around. You just added a huge one.
Well, Sioux City's got some work to do, but next inning, yeah, I guess they do have the middle three. Well, two of the middle three. With Oda, Connell, and Lingua, so... Oh, well, Lingua up there, that could be huge.
0-1 on the outside edge for strike number 2.
Yeah, $159,400. So, damn, flab it.
Now King County's got to feel pretty good.
Oh, shut up.
Inning and
Austin, this is your final night. Let's not look the other team... Let's not look... Or, well, let's not make it seem like the other team's good. We'll just say it like that. Without, you know, me being a complete and total ass about it.
A lot of offense to get you.
We'll just say that.
16th home run allowed by John Sheets.
Oop, in the dirt.
0-2 misses low for a ball.
Him and Abdullah Aries.
But it's only 3-0, so let's not worry about it too much, because you could still score one inning.
Only one pitcher more. Ryan Zimmerman of Sioux Falls allowed 17.
You've also got to worry about, you know, King
County.
County,
rough start to the year as a starter, as that one misses low for ball number 2. It's 2-2 count. And Sheets did have a really rough start to the year as a starter, but made the move to the bullpen, and it's felt a lot better with him coming out of the bullpen. Usually he'll go into games and he'll get you 2 innings. A lot of times he'll allow 1 run, but that's generally pretty good, as this one is fouled into the dirt and down the first base line out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Can't really afford to be giving up 1 run.
So you felt pretty good with John Cheeks coming in and doing a multi-inning
Although, did Kansas City win or lose tonight? Okay, hold on.
3-0 Cougars lead with 2 away.
They're losing 7-5 right now in the bottom of the 8th. So if they can lose, that'll help a little bit, but...
Randolph working the count here in the 7th inning. John Sheeks, that was his 32nd pitch. Pitch 33 is popped straight foul out of play, I think, and yep, several rows back, and then bouncing to the front where a couple of kids will go race for that one, and it's like one lucky winner picked up the baseball.
In the foul ball sweepstakes.
I got it. So still a 3-2 count. Cornelius Randolph looking to do some more damage as this one misses high for ball number 4, and Randolph is on base for the 3rd time this game.
And Todd Lott's already hit a home run.
Now it brings up Todd Lott, but before that, a mound visit as Steve Montgomery will step on out there. Kyle Bloor has been warming for a while now, and I believe he just made the motion down there, and yes, so we will have a pitching change.
All righty, well, we'll take a break then. We'll be back. Don't go away.
He is the life of parties he has never attended. If he were to punch you in the face, you would have to fight off the strong urge to thank him. Sharks have a week dedicated to him. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
People of America, it's the all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
You want to live free?
Hey, man. What's that?
It's my crystal ball.
It looks like a snow globe.
Nuh-uh, it's real. Here, watch. Free Doritos at the office today? I think that's a yes! Free Doritos!
Will I finally get that big promotion?
Promotion? Not in your future.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs, butt drugs, butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs. When I think drugs, I think butt drugs.
For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service and cheap hot coffee and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Butt drugs.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Butt drugs.
Free parking in the rear.
Butt drugs.
I love butt drugs.
Welcome back, everybody. Pitching change. As you heard, Kyle Bloor is going to be the new pitcher, the relief
A few nights ago.
for the X's. In fact, last night, or no, sorry, made his debut Tuesday night,
right
went
off the plate.
2/3 of an inning
Count
with
even
2
1-1.
shutouts, or 2 strikeouts.
And in the
Excuse
only
me.
outing that he
So,
had, he
yeah.
came in with the bases loaded and just 1 out. He did allow 1 run to score, but
Better than nothing.
struck out the 2 other batters. And the 1 run that came home to score was an inherited run, not an earned run. This one, a chopper over to short. Martinez running up on it, ducking out of the way. Lingua, and the throw to first is in time.
That was a little
for
scary.
Out
We'll be
number
back.
3, 6-3 on the putout. And
So then I said, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm flattered that you love chocolate, but I'm here strictly in a professional. What's wrong with him? He thinks you're naked. My shell is brown. It just looks like my milk chocolate is showing. Only a fool would think I'd actually show up naked.
So it's that kind of party. Hit it! I'm sexy and I know it. Hey. Look at that body. Look at that body. Look at that body. I work out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants? You're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart, at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
bad deal.
Cars that break down!
Thieves.
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
You can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker!
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed!
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly
you
ass!
heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass!
Bring your tray.
Bring your title!
Bring your wife.
Real fucker!
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing!
That's right.
Challenge pissing!
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait!
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off!
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's card. Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're back now at the bottom of the 7th.
Thanks to the home run by Alex
God,
McGarry
I've got quite the day
in the top
tomorrow,
of the
to say the
7th
least.
inning,
Because
and
with
Scott
band
will
camp, it's
lead
just
off
like,
the bottom of
I've
the
got
frame
no
for
time
the
to do anything
Explorers as
anymore,
the
and it's so...
First pitch is in there for strike number 1, and well, the 7th
So
inning
yeah, but
stretch
I've got
just
a lot to
underway.
do tomorrow. I wake up at 7:20, and then of course I go to band because it starts at 8, and then it goes until 12. That's like our lunch break. Well,
voice singing that one, as this
what's
one is
supposed
fouled
to
away
happen
and
is that the rehearsals are
down
supposed to be
the
at
left field
school
line.
afterwards from 1 to 2:30, which is
I
fine.
appreciate the
However, though, this
opportunity
week, because
and
there's show choir
hope
camp
that I
at school,
make too many
we're back at
people's
the field. Now,
ears
luckily enough, it's been
bleed.
nice, so we could do that. But, you know, you can't just say in the letter at the beginning of the year that, oh, hey, it's good. The afternoon session will always be at school. Like, you can't
As this
do
is a
that.
swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes.
Oda
That's out
strikes
number
out.
1.
In fact, tomorrow's
the 7th.
Scott Oda's birthday, so
It'll bring up Justin Connell
happy early
with
birthday to him. We'll see
a
how
1
happy
for
it
2
is,
day
though,
so far.
after tonight.
He singled back in the 5th inning, but
So yeah,
was
so between
thrown out
12
at
and
second
tomorrow
base
it's supposed to be
on
in the 80s,
the
so
double play
it's going to
from
be
Daniel Lingua.
that afternoon session. In fact, we've already had a couple of people pass out because they're hot or, you know, just, you know,
The
whatever.
first pitch from Nissen
And,
is
you know, if we're going to
fouled
be
back out of
outside
play.
for 5.5 hours,
Yeah, Logan
I
Nissen
mean,
back to work on the mound. I realized I forgot to mention that.
People would just keel over.
Nissen
I mean,
came in for the 6th
I'm surprised I
inning in
haven't yet,
relief
considering
of
how
Nick
fat
Belser.
I am, but, you know. Hey, yeah,
He
because
allowed
we've
the
had 2
single in the
people
6th,
just,
but
you know,
That's
completely
the only base runner so
like
far.
that on us, so.
0-1 is hit into right field. Running up on it, Upshaw, and he will make the play for out number 2.
So yeah, that's kind of what happens when you're outside for 5.5 hours a day doing it.
Logan Nissen is
But yeah, tomorrow too. So
Yeah,
7:20. Right now it's 9:17. So here's we'll go by my schedule for tomorrow. So 7:20 I have to wake up. Band at 8. Noon is our lunch break. However, though I also have to run to the Tyson Event Center,
sort of
pick up our
the feast or
tickets for the
famine,
preseason
the
tournament
adjustments,
so
and
we
something
can get
Mongo's
in.
talked about.
They call it a tournament, but
there's
there's
times
no
it just doesn't
tournament.
happen for you.
Like it's just
Daniel Lingua will be
a
looking
round
to make
robin.
a change here. Hit right over to second base. Josh
I'll
Allen
explain
will step
more
to the
when we
side,
come
make
back.
the
Don't
throw,
go
and
away.
that is out
After that 1,
number
2, 3
3.
inning
Well, that's
disaster.
not a good inning for.
What a great call! You're doing a fantastic job, but people expect me to come out here and be upset, so I'm going to kick some dirt. You understand? Yeah, I understand that. Well, lately I've been feeling happy and content. Yeah, you seem different.
Lou is really giving it to him.
You better kick me out of this game. I've got a reputation to uphold. Fine, you're out of here. Say hello to Miss. I will. You do the same.
Drinking water makes you feel better and a lot less irritable. So make your body happy. Drink Aquafina.
Good morning, all. Time to get into a beautiful song on this beautiful Sunday morning.
Get your free pocket-sized St. John Ambulance First Aid Kit and Basic First Aid Guide, because you never know when you're going to need it. Only with the Sun Herald this Sunday.
Welcome back, everybody. 8th inning time now here. Yeah, so back to my day tomorrow, basically, full of fun things to do, obviously. Well, like I said, so... Oh my god, we got another Hoppy out there!
And, oh, man, I think he touched the bag right there. I'll call him safe. The Rally Rabbit.
Another Rally Rabbit.
Yes, play has been stopped.
Back to what I was saying. So at noon, I have to go back down to the arena so we can get our tickets.
Was just over there in Pilot Rock Party Deck, and I mentioned
then I have to get lunch.
And then
I have to make it all the way back to Hewlin, or to the field by 1 o'clock. I mean, luckily enough, though,
he's had that queued up since the last time we saw
the field and the arena aren't far away, maybe a 5-minute drive at the most, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, 1 to 2:30, then we'll have band camp, you know.
I know he's going to come back, and when he does, dadgummit, I'm going to play here.
Then I'll be back home by about 3, and then what I'll do
2-0,
is that I'll obviously have to prepare for the Ronnie show, Magic Numbers, and Disc Droppers, the game show. Granted, if we don't have another mouse down there tomorrow night, we'll have those programs. But yeah, so I got to prep for all of those. Head back downstairs at about 4:15 for that prep for the Ronnie show at 4:30, and then depending on what, if we go to our Friday night restaurant place tomorrow night, depending on what happens there, that'll kind of determine the rest of my night tomorrow night. So
Steve Montgomery will step out to the mound and have a chat with Kyle Bloor.
Yeah, no one's going down there. So this is all, you know. Let's get the same page.
Make sure that everything's all good to go. Still very new to the team. He had just the one other appearance, and he only threw 2 batters in that game, both of which were strikeouts. Jake Ortega was the...
Now, sorry about that. I was going to say, I do have the roster for Canada indoors on it. You will not, just so you'll know, tomorrow there'll be no Daniel Montano and no Daniel Perez on that roster tomorrow there in Winnipeg, just so you know.
Yeah, so that'll be something to look ahead for and see what can happen. Daniel Perez hasn't been in the lineup recently, but Daniel Montano's been in almost every one.
And yeah, he's been a big contributor, but you're not as shorthanded as you were the first time.
No, not by a long shot. The first pitch to Josh Allen is there for strike number 1. Nobody out, runner on first base. Cougars up 3 runs.
You recall that trip, you also had 2 suspensions, too, that were served during the first part of that series. It actually carried over, actually.
Because that was after the Fargo series. And
yeah, because Fargo were a bunch of numbskulls, that's why. Well, they've not been nothing but numbskulls this year, both in baseball and in hockey, because they got the biggest rats on their teams, that's why.
He was back on Sunday.
Especially Drew Ward, I can't stand that
with
bastard,
Chicago
I'll tell you that
recently,
much.
as there's a swing and a miss for Josh Allen, brings the count 1-2, and well, he had a pretty big hit against the Monarchs just a couple games ago.
Yeah, that double.
Yeah.
That series opener there.
Ended up being the difference in the game. Nice to see him succeeding with the Dogs as the 1-2 swing and a miss. Josh Allen goes down on strikes, as that's out number 1 in the 8th inning.
Speaking of that scoreboard, Sneaky's chicken out of town board. 7-5, they're at the top of the 9th inning. Chicago is batting. Actually, Chicago just went out in the inning, so it's now bottom. They're headed to the bottom of the 9th inning with a Chicago lead.
That's good. That helps, but obviously, we can't just rely on Kansas City losing.
Sports fans, is that one on the outside edge for strike.
We need to come back in these last 2 innings. We have to.
Man, you really just want to get the win tonight, though, here.
Yeah, you're going to look up. If you don't, you're going to have 2 losing series at home, and boy, just kick yourself.
As the pitch on the 0-1 just missing.
Bad.
Brings it
trouble
even,
for the X's.
As I mentioned, when they opened the homestand, 4-2 was a must, but you lost the series to Fargo, and now you're in danger of losing one here.
Yeah, and yes, you would be the same distance behind Kansas City, if you both lost or you both won, but you feel so much better catching up to them if you get the win today, even if they do win.
Yeah, I mean, just this is playoff baseball, whether it feels like it or not. It is.
Yeah, because September's coming quick.
Upshaw and just missing low and away for ball number 3.
Oh God.
I was talking to Kyle earlier today, and I was showing him my grip on one of those mini baseballs that we toss around here. It was one of the promotions, and the 3-1 misses low for ball number 4. So there's
lovely.
2 walks in the inning.
Oh, somebody's getting warmed up in the bullpen.
And him and Jake Ortega will have a conversation because it looks like they're not quite on the same page yet.
Oh,
we'll
they
make sure
haven't
that they're
really
all good
been
to
this
go.
inning. Well, except for, I guess, the last
Nate
strikeout to
Gurkin,
Josh
who's
Allen.
starting to walk around over in the Explorers bullpen, and
he's about to start throwing.
Yes.
I don't blame him.
And there's Gurkin. He will be firing over there in the
Nate.
Explorers
Right.
bullpen, and
that's okay.
likely would be
Pitch
the 9th
Tuesday
inning
night,
guy.
So we'll maybe get to his Tuesday night
Runners
stats
on
here
first
when
and
he
second with one
officially
away.
comes into the
Hayden
game.
Dunhurst at the plate, left-handed batter. First pitch to him misses outside for ball number 1. Kane County still up 3-0. Trying to make this as close of a game as Sioux City can right now. Limiting damage for Kyle Bloor as that pitch misses high for ball number 2. And a very good start to his career, the 2 strikeouts, but he did allow the run. I think it was on a wild pitch.
Oh, wow.
Back at his first appearance. 2-0, and this one misses low and inside. Count runs to 3-0, and right now you really just got to start firing some strikes.
Okay, my computer's at 54%.
You really can't afford having a 3-walk inning. Pitch clock down to 5, 4, 3, and the pitch misses low, and that's another walk here, and the bases are loaded with 1 away for the Cougars.
3.
Well, just walks too many, man. As a collective, it's just too many. It doesn't matter. It's not been just one. It's just it just puts you in too big of a spot. They're loaded with 1 down, and just you're having to work through fiery hoops, really, to keep this thing 3-0. You can ill afford any more damage here. You cannot afford it. Just work yourself into it. It is so frustrating for Steve Montgomery and Bobby Gross. It has to be.
It definitely is, but if there's a guy that you want with the bases loaded, it's probably going to be a strikeout guy. Kyle Bloor, he's a guy that, so far from what we've seen, he is a strikeout guy, and Steve Montgomery will step out here. So we will not be seeing Bloor, as it'll be Nate Gurkin who checks into the game, and well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how he will do. Bases loaded.
We'll be back. Don't go away.
Hey, Heather, it's Charlie. Must have missed you. Not that I miss you. I wouldn't say I miss you because that would be weird this early in the relationship. This isn't a relationship. I know that.
To re-record your message, press 3.
Heather, how are you? Oh, that was creepy. You smelled so good last night. Is that weird to say? Why am I talking so loud? Oh, that was a lame joke. People say I'm a pretty good, salsa dancer. So.
Share more, way more. Now get 1,500 whenever minutes for $39.99. T-Mobile. Stick together.
Oh God, I was going to do that.
I know, I'm so spoiled. It is you. Hang on a sec. Excuse me. I know, I'm so spoiled. I know. Hi. Where's my chips? They're on your plate. No, they're not. Whoa! There they are. The bigger, fuller, bouncier, double-breasted burger from Nando's.
Should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me. Lose my mind, imagine how so very fine, so happy together, so happy together.
It goes to the backstop. Another run will come home to score, and the error is going to send this game 5-0. Oh, man.
We just came back from break, and that crap.
Play, we were excited. Probably was going to
$1,000 was just lost from the
out,
bank.
but
150
instead
grand.
the
That's
wild
what we're up
throw.
to. Down.
You did have to rush it, but
God damn.
an infield single.
Yeah, you can hear Dan just going off.
He had to hurry a little, but it was there. It was there, and the throw was just hurried.
Yeah. So
he had a chance, but
now there's runners on the corners.
Oh shoot! I didn't want to do that. I clicked out of the game, which we might have to here. We'll see, but
for ball number
crap
1
doesn't get going here.
Not the storyline the Explorers were looking for tonight.
No, just the little things, man. The little things they just don't do. I thought he was going to get him. It was a tough throw. He's throwing off his back foot there, but
yeah, just a rough one for the Explorers, and the 1-0 is in there for strike number 1 to Trenton Craig.
Yeah, the bad thing is you didn't get it out at all anyway. I mean, that's
yeah.
Well, especially on a play like that.
You still don't feel good if you allow the run, but allowing 2 runs and not getting it out, this one is just foul down the right field line, and that one I thought was going foul off the bat, but ended up staying close to the line, but
at least
not
it went
quite
foul,
enough
not
to stay
fair.
Kind of jammed him on the inside of the bat and just missed that fair foul line. So a 1-2 count to Craig. As this one is hit over to third base. Lingua will barehand. The throw to first is way soft, not in time. The bases are loaded on the infield hit. Well, a tough play to make for Daniel Lingua, but
he had to barehand that one. I think he didn't have a chance.
Yeah, that was a soft grounder down the third base line, and Lingua,
after this half inning's over.
You're not going to get much power on that kind of a throw, but nonetheless, the bases are loaded again. Still just one away. It's a 5-0 Cougars lead.
Yeah, well, again, these are all, we can go back a week, 2 weeks, months. This is sort of the recipe here. When things go bad, it just snowballs.
First pitch to Alex McGarry is fouled away.
That's the sad part about all this.
3 walks. Play you can't make it the plate. Just little dinks and dunks. Just tough, man, tough.
Well, Alex McGarry hit a home run earlier in the game, and now you're worried.
Wait, is it 4-0 or 5-0?
Really
okay, it is 5-0 because
5-0 does not feel good in the 8th inning.
It says 4, so.
You mustered nothing tonight either. So, I mean, there's that. Their bullpen is busy, though. Left-hander still Martinson getting loose down there.
So an 0-2 count to Alex McGarry. Gary, the first baseman for Kane County, left-handed batter, as this one is popped up straight back. Ortega running to the net. He will not be able to get there. It rolled on down the net. Hit the net and just rolled on down it. So that's how close it was. But it was out of play, and Ortega not able to get to it just a few inches away, and he was there, but not able to get to it. So, count remains 0-2 for McGarry. He's back in the batter's box, ready to go. 2-4 on the game. And this one is hit into the gap between first and second. That goes into right field. 1 run will score, a second will score, and the runner on first advances to third. And it's 7-0 Cougars in the top of the 8th inning. The X is really falling apart here in the 8th.
Yeah, again, these are big games. I know they don't know what happened at Kansas City tonight, but if they did, they might be kicking themselves really hard because the white flag just kind of gone up tonight. It's really hard. I just don't get it, man.
Must be a final
got something to
that
play
they
for.
lost.
As this one is hit right to Lingua at third. He'll go to second base, back to first in time.
I was going to say, if we can't get this double play, we're
ends on a
royally screwed.
5-4-3 double play, but not before a ton of runs came across. They scored 4 runs on 3 hits. There were no error. There was 1 error in the inning, and there were 2 runners.
Besides that, I mean, I don't know. Well, $141,400. Make sure to stay tuned on our social media pages to see what the final jackpot for tonight is. So we're going to actually go off the air for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching in this wild, crazy night, to say the least, but with the mouse. But, yeah, hopefully that little sucker's out of our building. That's all I care about. So, see ya tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, I guess, but just join us.